Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azam Izzat bin Roslan, J21A0480. Today I want to presentation for introduction entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is among the most important things to individuals, families, community development, national development, and religion. It is a field of knowledge that includes elements of attitudes, skill, and knowledge related to business and enterprise. Entrepreneurship is said to be an ability, capability, and inclination to do the following: identify business opportunities and conduct business venture that benefit oneself and the public, achieve success through effort that can meet the needs of the people, gaining with by trying to meet the needs of society. Starting calculate risk, administer and use the factor of production to produce economic development and social welfare. Always strive and be ready to make innovation that can increase productivity over time. Entrepreneurs are more concerned with serving the community and the development of the country. Entrepreneurs are traders who are constantly making modifications to existing products of service and looking for new ideas. Entrepreneurship is one of the resources economists categorize as integral to production, the other three being land, natural resources, labor, and capital. An entrepreneur combines the first three of these to manufacture goods or provide service. They typically create a business plan, hire labor, acquire resources and financing, and provide leadership and management for the business. Thank you for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haikal Fawaz bin Muhammad Nawawi. My metric number is J21B0X64. Today I will present about entrepreneur background that we study, which is Bangan Serai Gadget. This store is operated by Muhammad Ikram bin Azman. He is 23 years old, a native entrepreneur, born in Perak, has 4 siblings and he is the third child. After attending Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Gunung Semanggul, Ikram enrolled at Taiping Vocational College in 2019. For additional information, this store is located at number 5 MDK Business Complex, Jalan Mahkamah, Bangan Serai Town Centre, Perak. The history of his involvement began when his phone was damaged. Then the employee of the store introduced him to the store owner, who inspected the damage and voluntarily to teach Ikram how to repair the phone. The factor that prompted him to start the business is his uncle, who enticed him to start the business because his uncle saw a great potential in his nephew to grow up the business.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aini binti Rohadi. Number matric J21A0897. So I want to discuss about company background Mr. Ikram. In the year 2020, Mr. Ikram's company is SSM Mianten Enterprise. Mia is taken from his name, which is Muhammad Ikram Azmain, while Ten is taken from the electronic technology course. He was able to create a brand in Perak with his uncle as a partnership by simply learning from YouTube and gaining some perspective while studying in vocational college. His branch is the Bagan Serai Gadget. It is located at Bandar Bagan Serai Gadget. It's been running for 2 years. So this is a picture of Mr. Ikram shop and some customers who have used the service of Mr. Ikram. So how Mr. Ikram opened our company? Encik Ikram has been interested in repairing telephone in a shop in Form 1. After that, Mr. Ikram entered vocational college for 4 years. There he started learning in his own from YouTube and trying to fix his own phone. Over time, he bragged about his part-time job fixing his friend's phone, but not seriously. Then his uncle invited him to do business. From there, the result is the Bagan Serai Gadget. Since it opened at the end of 2020, there are not too many people working there. Mr. Ikram is still helped by 3 people. Bagan Serai Gadget offers phone repair service, particularly for iPhone and laptop brands, as well as accessory sales. Even though most of us use electronics, such as smartphone, it is simple to target customers, particularly those aged 70 to 35 years old. The users of this device were regardless of age, whether young or elderly, whether a student or a hard worker. There are happy stories from all walks of life, of all ages and all ranks. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Umi Ainaja binti Ramli. My number matric is J210A974. Today I want to discuss about the entrepreneur before starting the venture. Mr. Ikram's background is that his father is a security guard at a drone agency, while his mother is a housewife. Mr. Ikram family is not involved in entrepreneurship, but his uncle house sponsored him become a partner in his business, and his sister and younger sister also helped in his business. In that of stock, sale, hovering customer and other entrepreneur activity carried out by Mr. Ikram. There are 3 main types of business, namely telephone and laptop repair service. That second business sell all kit of phones accessories such as cable, casing, charger and others. A 3 business sell using a new phone. Mr. Ikram's experience before opening his our business has that he took practical training experience at a vocational college in Penang under the Molex company. Mr. Ikram has experience in repairing this before practical. He has received customers from his college Mostly, Mr. Ikram acquired skill in repairing that food on YouTube. Intention to become an entrepreneur, Mr. Ikram initially did not think of opening a shop due to lack of capital. After his father, who encouraged him, started looking for a small store to match the opening of his first store, his uncle offered to sponsor all the expenses of opening the store. The example I got from this entrepreneur is that we need to have a deep interest, as Mr. Ikram has stated his interest in repairing phones since the age of 30, which the interest able to inspire the spirit to open in our shop. In addition, I was able to learn a little bit about how to start motivate to continue to such despite the many challenges faced, such as with our country has hit by a pandemic of disease that cannot leave the home like COVID-19. Itu saja dari saya. Sekian, terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Syahir bin Jamaluddin. My matrix number J21B0845. I'm a student of Foreign Resource Year 1. Today I want to talk about the entrepreneur at the time, Mr. Ikram start the venture. There are 6 tables of content that I will talk about. The first one is motivation to start up. The second is resource that available before start up. Number 3 is the third is networking, and the 4 is risk orientation at early start up. Number 5 is business plan, and the last one is prepared or not to start up. Motivation to start up. At the beginning of his business trip, Mr. Ikram phone's broke and caused him to have to repair his mobile phone. As he went to cell phone repair shop, he saw for himself the person repairing his phone well in front of him. This led him to become interested in the field of smartphone repair. At the same time, these smartphones are increasingly developing and becoming a necessity for everyone at a time. He decided to continue his studies to a diploma level in electronic technology for 4 years at Taiping Vocational College. During the period he studied at the diploma level, he said that he gained various knowledge in terms of electronic components, from the smallest component to the large. And after he graduated, he took the initiative by seeking work experience in an electronic repair shop and working part-time, taking a telephone repair course. Research that available before start up. Mr. Ikram started his business. He first registered his company name under the name Mia 10, which means MIA, which for the meaning M for Muhammad, I for Ikram, A for Azman, 10 for the course he took when study at Taiping Vocational College. It is the most important element in starting a business, which is financing, including registering a business name, getting a business phone line, and printing a business resource can be obtained from a variety of sources, the simplest of which is from the personal account of the founder of the company. Alternative loans and credit channel can be provided from financial institutions, friends and relatives, private investors as well. In addition, many grants are offered from private and public source of entrepreneurs from all demographic and personal situations. Mr. Ikram also only started his business by hiring only 2 employees in the beginning. Also, he only managed the work part while another was his assistant and another managed the finance part of the business. Networking. Mr. Ikram used the WhatsApp platform to help him to promote his business. He also used the Instagram platform to promote his business. Through Instagram, he can promote by sending any pictures relates to the product he sells, as well as advertise any service that can be done. He also used Facebook to promote his business as well. Risk orientation at early startup. After he finally started his business, the business had to close temporarily after a week of operation. This was because at that time the government had decided to carry out a movement control order, which means MCO. Due to that, Mr. Ikram took a new step of work by only doing repair and selling service through social media and all the work is done at home. Every customer who want to use his service, he will take the goods to be repaired at the customer house, and only customers who are in the same district as him can use his service at that time. Business plan. Mr. Ikram also keep the desire to increase the number of employees to help reduce the issue of unemployment in Malaysia. He wants to expand the business by producing branch and also provide practical course for those interested in the field of smartphone repair. And the last one is prepare or not to start out. We can also see that Mr. Ikram is very serious and does not give up on developing his own business. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Suman Jamil Amran. Alright, now for the conclusion, what I can learn from this business is that we need a lot of passion in doing business. This is because when we do business, we definitely want profit, and it is a reward to the effort we make. But to make the profit, now we are starting to do business. Today we can profit, but it takes a long time to benefit, especially in largest quantities. In addition, the attitude of wisdom also need to be in the trader to create a business. This show how we are looking for a creative and smart way to increase our customer number and profitability. Therefore, we need to work wisely so as not to mistake and harm the business itself. Like work smart, not work hard. For the next, I want to say about the factor of this business. The factor of the business in this business are one of the business plan. With the business plan, we can know the value of the profit and be able to target the future. In addition, this business plan we are able to maintain our business for a long time and to be competitive and even improve the quality of our business. Mm, uh, in addition, you also need to have an interest in your business. This interest is not just about profit, but also working hard and risking business. With this interest, we will find it more and more fail to try again and learn from the mistake for to improve the quality and quantity of ourselves to face bigger trials in the future. I think that's all from us to you, and thank you everyone, and see you again.